Live? Yep. All right. Hey, Choppers, Logan Chops here, coming to you from KublaCon 2019. I got Brandon Raasch of BARD Games here. We're talking about his game Fickle that's on Kickstarter right now.
Thank you, backers.
Yep, it's like 200, almost 250%.
We're over 200% funded.
Yeah.
We're on day 5, day 6, so
Yeah.
super happy.
Plenty of time going on. How much time you going? 28 days?
So yeah, we're gonna go all the way to Origins. So
Awesome.
June 18. That gives you plenty of time to catch up and get in on the very fun.
Fickle's a great game. I know if you watch our preview video, if you haven't, you should go over our YouTube channel, watch it. It's a set collection game, which is it's awesome. The artwork of Amy Brown, the fairies is wonderful. The mechanics are great. You know, it's either an all or nothing thing with the set collection, and it's wonderful. Great. So, yeah, we love playing it. Everybody that we've played it with, loves it. So it's great.
Yeah, we've been showing it here at KublaCon. We demoing it for 2 nonstop days now. Like there's been no breaks. People are digging it. They're bringing their friends. It's because it's fast play, 20 minutes, but it's not an all gamer insulting. There's a pressure luck deck mechanic. There is a min-max scoring approach. But it all happens in 20 minutes. You get a lot of crunching really fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of different families that you have for different fairy factions in the game. How many come in the base fairy?
So we started with 12, and then we made additional cards as well as the reconfigure of the box stretch goals. And as of this morning, we just unlocked. I think it's the 16th fairy. 16th. And because it's a shuffle builder, you choose 5 families, you shuffle them together. That's the game you're gonna play. That means the other fairies are for your replayability, right? You do different games. With over 4,000 ways to play now. Yeah. Depending on fairy combinations you want to try.
Yeah, I know. We tried different ones, like the point scoring, just having 5 fairy families that can score you massive points. Other ones are like mid-card manipulations, messing with other families or other players' families of fairies on the board. Depending on what kind of game you want, you pick those fairies, the families, 5 of them, put them up, shuffle them up, and then deal them out to the players.
Yeah, and what's cool, we've been doing a lot of practicing today. And, when you deal them, what's really cool is these aren't your cards. You're actually going to look at this, look at your neighbor, look at their scoring tableau, put the cards in the order in which they'll see them, and then they start deciding whether they want to keep the top card or discard it to see the next one. So it's a really cool pressure level.
Yeah, it's wonderful with the scoring at the end of the game. If you have one fairy, you're good. You can score for that fairy in that family. If you have 2 of them, you score nothing, no points. If you have 3 or 4 fairies in that family in the same one, you score negative points of the highest scored fairy. So that'd be like this one right here, the 4. You score negative 4 points for that one. But if you shoot the moon and you go 5 fairies of the same family, you get to total those points up and score all of them for that family in your tableau.
Very cool. So we've been doing lots of demos. People are digging the shoot the moon, special light mechanic. The game board has an art side for when you know how to play. It has a learning side, and we've been using the heck out of it. And what's great is halfway through the second round, once people follow the learning mouse, they can play on their own. So it's very easy to teach new players.
Yeah, it's really, really easy to pick out. Like they used to go. Once you learn the base mechanics, that's it. There's nothing else to do other than the different stuff that's on the fairy families, those mechanics. That's the things that different.
Yeah, and the last thing I would add is, so we've been working on Fickle's iterations for about a year and a half, and in the course of demoing it many, many times. With 4,000 permutations, I have yet to try all of the fairy combinations. What's great is I'm still finding surprises. I'm finding fairy combos are really good. So we did a whole scorched earth game with some really smart math guys, and it was all negative cards and point cards and illusion cards. And go into town. So,
are we good on sound? Just want to double check for that copy.
Nobody's complained.
Okay.
But you might just want to
complain a little.
Yeah, complain. If you can't hear us, let us know. We'll yell at the camera. We'll scream and yell. We'll tell people around us to be quiet if we have to. Let us know if you can hear us on the video.
Johnny Hinkle actually said congratulations on the stretch goal.
Thank you. It's really, it's the gamer community. It's guys like, it's the choppers that really are making these games happen. So thank you.
Yeah. And not to get in on your stuff, but Johnny Hinkle actually has a game that's on Kickstarter now too called The Goblin King is Angry.
I love that icon with the eyeball.
Yeah, with the
Very
eyeball.
nice.
Yes. Go ahead and go over to Kickstarter, check that one out too. It's a great reverse castle defense game where you play the goblins attacking the castle.
And I could imagine if you just bought both and shuffled them together, so you have fairies fighting the Goblin King.
Nice.
Like, how's that not going to be awesome?
Yeah. So we got a couple other games here. We need to talk.
We do need to talk.
We do need to talk.
We've been holding this conversation off for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's about the math things.
I wasn't going to give you exactly what the topic was, but that is the point of this particular game. We need to talk. So I'm really excited about this one. So this is actually published by Smirk and Laughter, but they were kind enough to let us do a cool pre-sale before it's released in Origins. The reason for that is that the designers of this game all designed this game right here at KublaCon. So 2 years ago, we stayed up late one last night and we staged a false intervention with a friend of ours, and that led to a wonderful game called We Need to Talk.
Yeah. I was watching people play. I haven't got a chance to play it myself, but I was watching the group play it, and they were laughing their asses off. They were having a ton of wonderful time playing it, trying to guess what the person, what they need to talk about, what their problem was. The person was trying to figure stuff out. It looked like loads of fun.
It's a blast. So there's 280 afflictions. They're all family safe, right? Because Smirk and Laughter are really good about making sure that it's inclusive. And what happens is everybody at the table knows what's wrong with you except you.
Yeah.
And you're trying to guess based on their clues what is your affliction. And it's a riot. We've been demoing it all day. We've been selling them quickly. We're probably going to run out today. So it's a great time for Smirk and Laughter. Thank you, Kurt and the team, for allowing us to introduce it and launch it here at KublaCon. All of the designers are here, so they've been running around.
Brian, Jordan, and Michael.
And Michael.
Yeah, they're all here at KublaCon. So if you can get out here to KublaCon in Burlingame, California, you can get to meet the designers, pick up a copy. It's right there at the BARD Games booth inside the vendor hall. And come out. So last one, we got it right here on the table.
All right, so Kickstarter's going. We're selling stuff at our booth, and I'm also proud to say I'm a game designer as well. Yes. And shout out to Luke Laurie and Jeremy Commander for hosting a wonderful Protospiel here at KublaCon.
I love the Protospiel. I love it. Yeah, get in there, see the new games that are being developed and being played in their sometimes their basis iteration. You've got playing cards doubling for the active cards.
And that's how my game started out, right? Just cut out pieces of paper and tape on the dice.
Yeah.
But the result is this is actually coming from Pacific Rim Publishing. They are heavy into war games, and what we concocted was, what if we could give you the feel of a war game that fits in your pocket? Yeah. Right? And that introduces Pocket General. It's a 2-player war-style strategy game, but it's played with 11 units. Right, and it is a world domination, World War II themed board game. Right, so this is not final. This is the pre-production proof. I believe that their goal is to get it direct to retail in about 2, 3, 4 months. Right, once their iterations are finished. But it's got the feel of a traditional chit and die roll war game with all kinds of unique twists. And the whole game, not only is it pocket portable, but your 2-player war game experience is about 40 minutes.
Yeah, because usually when you play a war game, you've got like a whole table being taken up. Like a big board or map. You got like tanks, this, that, everything huge on there. And it takes you a couple hours to play.
At least. Yeah. So I actually grew up, without demonstrating my age, right? Yeah. I grew up on games like Pacific Rim, World in Flames. I love the Columbia set. So I played a lot of war games. And meanwhile, war games are really hard to draw people into, right? And so because they're big, they're a big time commitment. And so what I wanted to capture is the feel of a war game, tactical situations that lead to strategic results. Combat odds, right? So you actually have a combat odds calculator that you're using as you place units. But it happens, the whole combat is generally a game is about 5 rounds, and it has everything from capitulation and capital, management to, to area captures, area capture rules, right? To your resource management as far as replenishment of units. It basically has everything you would see in a war game, but to fit it in this size box was a lot.
Itty bitty box. You got big pockets. You got like the Jenko jeans. Those are
They will totally fit.
yeah, not totally fit. Yeah,
Well, you know,
pocket general. It's not pocket general, but it's still the same.
Yeah,
it's not giant backpack general.
Right. No, you know, and really, the point of the whole game is it gives you that war game feel. You can put it on a small table,
Yeah.
you know, at your local pub or library or wherever you think a World War II themed game is appropriate, and have a strategy game.
Yeah, war games are great to play where you're drinking with friends, because then it just comes down to a real war.
And you know what's fun is I've done this. I've had a few drinks over the years of designing this thing. It's cerebral enough that you're napping, you're paying attention, right? And so it has that war game crunch, but it happens fast enough that people that haven't really done the big war games, when they try this, they get that war game feel. And some people then get really interested in other kinds of let's get a little bigger, right? And they can look at Lock and Load and Columbia and lots of great war games that are out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then others will try to say, okay, it's a different kind of game experience, and that's cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, so other than this that you have on you, I know we were talking earlier that you have a Sherlock Holmes game coming up this summer.
Yeah, so BARD Games, our company, also is doing some partnerships with companies that we really respect. So we're actually partnered with Dynamite Comics, and we are releasing Sherlock Holmes: The Vanishing Man with their help. This one is a bit of a personal journey because it was actually designed by a member of our design community here in the KublaCon Bay Area. He tragically passed away a few years ago, and his family was cool enough to give us the prototype so we can finish making this game. So several of us have been working on this. Sherlock Holmes: The Vanishing Man is his name is on the box. I'm really proud of that. So this is designed and made by Rohan Dargad, and Rohan's game. I describe it as like 3-dimensional concentration with a slight stock market twist. You're fighting over clues, and you're trying to make them the rarest clues. And because you're getting to flip tiles, it's like a deduction game. Right? Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
it's elementary.
Elementary. Yeah. So
that's Sherlock Holmes.
That's Sherlock Holmes. And then I know we were talking a little bit about one of my
You're gonna make you talk about it, aren't you?
Gonna make you talk about it always. One of my favorite games that BARD Games has coming out is Tater Freighter. I always ran every single week. We did some video footage at ThunderCon that unfortunately got lost when we talk about Tater Freighter. So we're doing more things. I'm going to make you talk about it now since the game show on Netflix is not here. So
Tater Freighter doesn't exist.
Tater Freighter, it will exist hopefully in the winter this year, December.
If we don't make it to Christmas, it'll be next year.
It'll be next year. It'll be next year.
Tater Freighter is a fast play, silly party style game. You play up to it takes 7 minutes for 7 people to play.
Oh yeah,
very quick,
easy.
And the basic premise is we are all Tater Freighter managers fighting over taters and jam, and it's really the hardest theme in the world to explain because it's nonsense.
Yeah. It's completely crazy. It's like me wearing the mask, completely crazy, playing it. You play out your card and try to get the resources. You don't get the resources because everybody else plays the damn same card you did, and it's chaos and it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's really it's basically that shared information prisoner's dilemma. We're all fighting for the same thing. We all have the same choices, and if you guess right, you get it. And if you don't, you get frustrated.
Yeah.
It's so fast though. As you know, we take the places people love it. Where Tater Freighter is today. Graphic artwork continues. We now have a couple teaching things to make it really easy to play because we want to keep it fast and not confuse people. So it's in our lineup and coming. Awesome. The one you should see later this year is the Lost Worlds of Josh Kirby.
Yes. I was getting the same thing after last.
Oh yeah.
Because this game is wonderful. We played it when we first met up with you. Actually, we didn't play it that first time. You showed us just the basic stuff and everything. We played Tater Freighter, we played Fickle, we played the Dragon game we'll talk about in a minute.
Yep.
But the Lost World of Josh Kirby, we saw the circle part of it, but we weren't allowed to play it. We were allowed to see it, but not play it yet. But then the next time we met up with you, you're like, hey, you gotta try out this game.
Yeah, it was pretty broken first. No, so the Lost World of Josh Kirby is designed by Jordan Nichols, and we have partnered with the estate of Josh Kirby, who did sci-fi art from the 70s until his passing. And we all grew up with his sci-fi and didn't know it. So he did everything from he did the Empire Strikes Back movie posters, he did the Martian Chronicles covers, he did the Ray Bradbury covers. He did all of the Terry Pratchett Discworld novels. Right? So he's been around. His art's really epic. and very space opera. So
yeah. Anytime you saw an outer space scene, you knew it was probably drunk.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and where we're at with this game is it's a dice-based action space explorer. Again, it's about 10 minutes per player game, 3 to 5 players. Goes really quick. Has a lot of interaction because you're basically bidding ships to try to save or conquer planets.
Yeah.
Depending on your choice, you can become a savior, right? You become a hero, or you can go down the dark path and get your hands on the destroyer.
Or you can just be neutral in the middle if you have the balance.
You can definitely Han Solo it and play both sides, right, and still win. So, Lost Worlds Josh Kirby, graphic art is nearing completion, so what we should start seeing is some box prototypes that we start bringing to conventions. I think that we'll definitely have it at BGG Club.
Awesome. Woo! Yeah. And then there's also the Dragon one.
We just can keep going. I love it. I love that it's dark, what's deep and dark in our balls.
Yes. I'm always picking his brain, whatever, we're saying to the booth, like, so, what are you coming up?
That's great. Yeah. So, probably 2020. Right, what you'll see is operating title is Duel of Dragons. We're not sure that we're married to it. The basic premise is that it features the art of Ruth Thompson. So Ruth Thompson is an epic dragon painter. She's magic, that role-playing game that everybody plays with a bunch of orcs in it. I don't have the license rights to mention them. So all those dragons. So beautiful art. But they're near those caves and basements. The Basement Explorer game. I think that's what it's called. Where Duel is we are working on the resource mechanic. We actually brought our prototype board for the first time here, so you can see a little bit more of kind of where we're going from the resource management. So kind of think Dragon Poker, with the twist of the value of the suits, you can bid up or bid down. Yeah. Right? And so we're still working a little bit on the thematics and those kind of things. So definitely a next year kind of game. But,
so really happy to tweak everything here, make sure it's balanced there, all that good little behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't get to see, but makes it a great game that you love to sit down and play. Hard work, doing it.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I want to thank you for joining us for our first live video about gaming from KublaCon. We did a short one when we first got here. We made it. Here it was a long road, but got to cover your games. If you're coming to KublaCon, you're seeing this live, and you're headed here, make sure you're here by 4. Because BARD Games will be having some fairy stuff going on in the lobby in front of the registration booth. We're going to have cosplayers, right?
So we're going to have a big game version with big cards,
big 5x7
big 5x7 monsters of pickle. And we're going to have cosplayers. We're going to have a big selfie forest where you can take selfies of yourself.
Awesome.
And giveaways for anybody that backs Kickstarter while we're here at KublaCon. We're giving away these really high-end tote bags.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw those nice.
Yeah, I don't want to see it because they're going they're handmade. Our poor elf can only make them so fast. And that's what I think we've covered a lot of games.
Yeah, we covered everything. So thank you, Brandon. It's always a pleasure.
Love it. Thank you for being here.
And we'll see you guys. Make sure you check out Pickle. It's on Kickstarter. Hold that box up. It's on Kickstarter now. Get over there. Pledge. Get it funded. We want to get as many fairy families unlocked as we can. And we'll see you next time, shoppers. In about maybe like half an hour, I'll have another live video. We're talking about all day today on Logan Shop TV's Facebook and YouTube page. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.